Alright, so we have Multiculturalism and How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accent by Julia Alvarez. First, we're going to start off with the 5 main features of multiculturalism: representing minority culture, emphasizing diversity, the ideas of pluralism and looking at one situation from various perspectives, often balancing traditional and modern themes, and commonly using a mix of languages. So, quick brief history of multiculturalism. It is the appreciation and celebration of the fact that all cultures deserve equal respect and attention. Thanks to Ms. Pierce for that little tidbit of information. More specifically, this genre explores the complex experience of people who immigrate to a different country and often end up being a member of the minority in the adopted country. Since language is a key part of any culture, multiculturalism usually involves the main characters using multiple languages, one from their native country and one from another country. American multiculturalism began in the 1960s during the Civil Rights Movement, and this inspired various movements among the LGBT groups and the disabled for equal rights. So we're going to talk about the summary of the book. The Garcia girls, Carla, Sandra, Yolanda, and Sophia, immigrate from the Dominican Republic to New York in 1960. And the novel describes the journey of the sisters and growing up between the two different cultures and moving back and forth. So the novel starts in 1989 and goes backwards. So it starts out with Yolanda visiting the Dominican Republic, but she has a hard time interacting with her aunts and cousins due to the language and cultural barriers. And this results in many complications throughout the book. And her and her sisters have tried to get assimilated into the American way of life, but in the process they've lost touch with their roots and identity. They feel out of place as well in the United States as well as in their home country. Here are a few quotes from the book symbolizing multiculturalism and specifically its experience of minorities. So first off, the por Dios you've had all day, which has both English and Spanish in the quote, the experiences of immigrants are highlighted when Yolanda cannot speak her native language fluently, since she has been living in the United States for so many years. And standing here in the quiet, she believes she has never felt at home, never. This highlights the feeling of being an outsider that an immigrant may feel in a foreign country, such as Yolanda feels in the United States, even though she has been living there for many years. She feels that she is caught in the middle of the two very different cultures. The use of multiple languages and accents is at the heart of multiculturalism and is very commonly seen in immigrant households. The author probably prioritized these characteristics based on her own first-hand experiences with immigration and how it affected her. Moving on to talk about the author, Julia Alvarez is a Dominican-American author that is most famous for her works How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents and In the Time of the Butterflies. She was born in New York and spent the first 10 years of her life living in the Dominican Republic. In 2014, she was awarded the National Medal for Arts, and she is commonly regarded as one of the most influential Latina writers of her time. Alvarez views much of immigrant identity as greatly affected by ethnic, gender, and class conflict. The novel is very influential and significant because it explores the various aspects of multiculturalism in an interesting manner. The importance of culture, language, accents, roots, identity, and the conflicts it can cause for immigrants is brought out through an engrossing story. It is natural for this genre to explore multi-racism in addition to multiculturalism, since those two generally go hand in hand. I hope you end up reading this book someday. It is very good. Thank you all for watching.